Welcome to PyNet Labs. So are you guys looking for clearing your CCNA examination? So CCNA examination doesn't only require theoretical knowledge, but it also require real hands-on experience on various devices like routers and switches. So in order to practice your skill, I'm going to guide you how you can build your skills that are required or necessary in order to pass your CCNA examination. Okay. And for this, we are going to look into some of the softwares that are freely available in the market. And we are going to use the softwares to create a test lab where we can actually go on with the practical stuff.
If you enjoyed the content of the video, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel.
Okay. So CCNA greatly relies on practical stuff. So it's not like theoretical. So the theories are necessary in order to pass a certain level, but in order to expert, if we want to gain expertise over the concepts that we study in CCNA, so practicals is a must. Now for practical, we actually require real devices or real hardware. Now we all know like the real hardware are not easy to come by, and besides that, we don't have the infrastructure in our home so that I can add a router or a switch and then I can create a lab. Plus, maintaining those lab could be really troublesome. Okay, so it will take your time. You will waste your precious time in creating the lab when you are going to practice the CCNA stuff. And maintaining those hardwares are really hard. You also have to purchase them. Even if you go for the second hand market, the actual Cisco routers and switches are really costly, and it can put a lot of pressure on your budget. So if you want an easy and quick fix solution for practicing your CCNA skills, you can go for this method. So in this video, I'm going to display you how you can download two software. So for practicing CCNA practical, so if you want to practice your CCNA skill, there are two software that are greatly recommended by the CCNA community. So the first one is the Cisco's own network emulator that is known as Packet Tracer. Now Packet Tracer has been around in our community since a very long time. Since the beginning of CCNA trainings, Packet Tracer was there. And for the most of the time, whatever you want to practice on your screen or whatever you want to practice in your under your CCNA curriculum, you can use the Packet Tracer software. So in Packet Tracer software, we actually get quite a lot of resources, like quite a lot of devices that are already installed in here. So you can actually select the bunch of devices that you would like to go on with, and you can practice your skills on it. I already have Packet Tracer downloaded, so let me just show you what does in Packet Tracer looks like. So if you can see my screen, if you focus on your screen, so this is what your mic Cisco Packet Tracer looks like. So this is the interface that you get on your Cisco Packet Tracer. And if you focus on the downside, if you focus on the bottom left side of the screen, you might see the different devices. So let me zoom into that. So here, as you can see, you might be able to see like these are the different devices. So here we have the network devices. So when you click on network devices, these are the different devices that you might get. So here there are different categories built into the network devices. Suppose if you want to look for router, here are the routers. If you're looking for switches, these are the switches. All the switches you have a mix of switches like layer 2 and layer 3 switches. Okay, and some enterprise level switches as well. Then if you want to look, if you are looking for hubs, then you also have access to hubs. So Cisco Packet Tracer actually provides a very convenient way of practicing your CCNA skill. So you don't have to buy any heavy machinery. You can actually practice all your skills on this particular platform. So it's like a virtual network emulator. So you doesn't have to go through the hassle of installing a device, connecting it to the power source, taking cables, connecting various other devices. And here you can actually save your work also. So suppose if you are doing on a lab, you're working on a lab and you are almost halfway there and you want to save it for today, you can actually save it here. But that is not possible in real life scenario. Okay. and you can create multiple topologies here with various number of devices, with tens of hundreds of devices, and you can change it anytime you want, and you can create different scenarios here. So in from that perspective, CCNA Packet Tracer is really a good tool that might actually help you in practicing or creating your skills on Packet Tracer. All right, so this is what Packet Tracer looks like. Now you can actually drag and drop devices from here. So right, suppose I want to use a router. So I can pick any router here and I click it and I just drop it onto this white space. This is known as the workspace. Here you can drop your router just like that. And this is your router. These are the zoom level. You can zoom in and zoom out of your screen. Okay, so if you are unable to see your screen or the devices that you have gathered, you can actually zoom in and zoom out. So I'm going to keep this level here. And suppose if you want to switch, you can go to this under network switch, you can go to the switch section. And from here, you can select a switch. So for our demonstration, we are taking 2960. And once you are done with this, you can take multiple PCs here. So I'm taking two PCs here just to create a demo network. And once you are done, you can see that here there is a lightning bolt kind of icon. So this icon consists of all your connections. So these are the connection that you might use in real life scenario in order to connect your router and switches together. Okay, so there are different types of connections like console, straight, cross, fiber, serial, phone, etc. So if you don't understand all this cable, so you can actually make it a little bit easier by selecting the automatic cable. So the first cable that we are looking into here is the automatic cable. So when you are using this cable, you don't have to select or inform like which port you are using. You just simply connect them. So here, in order to connect them, I'm just clicking and dragging the cable to the next devices. So I'm clicking on my switch, taking it to the PC, then clicking it again. Now that's how my devices are connected. So here you have a live demonstration like how you can configure or create a network on your Cisco Packet Tracer. Now, if you're done with this practical and if you want to add a few things, you can do that. So, and if you wish, you can also save this thing as well. So here is the option to save. So I can click on save here and it will ask me a name. I can give any name here. Okay, let's say I want to give it like demo network. Okay, and I can hit on save. So this thing will save this topology. And if I want to revisit it, I can go ahead and revisit this thing again. So that's it. That's the actual example of how we can use the Cisco Packet Tracer for creating our network. Now that was easy. So working with Packet Tracer was easy. Now let's do one thing. Let's go back and try to download that thing. So now I will show you how we can actually download Packet Tracer. So I'm going to my web browser. So in order to download Packet Tracer, there are a few things that you need to do. First of all, you have to enroll yourself, or first of all, you have to create your ID in Cisco Netcat Academy. Okay. So this is the Cisco Netcat Academy. So what I do in order to download a Cisco Packet Tracer, all you need to do, you just for type Packet Tracer download on your browser, be it any browser, Chrome, Firefox, Brave, Safari, Edge, anything. It works with every browser here. And just to make sure that don't go downloading Packet Tracer from any unknown sources, always go for the Cisco website. So here we can see like this particular site is from the Cisco. So whenever you are going to download Packet Tracer, I would suggest you that you always download it from the official store. So this is the link. So all you need to do is just go ahead and click on this link. And first of all, you have to create your ID. So I have already created my ID. So if you haven't, then I would recommend that you go ahead and create your ID. Just give me a moment. Let me just log into my ID and we will then proceed. As you can see, I have successfully logged into my uh, ID here. So this is my ID. And if you wish, you can directly follow this link. So there's a link here. You can directly go to this link in order to download the Packet Tracer. Or suppose if you don't get any such kind of link, what you can do, you can follow this study resource. So all you have to do is you have to follow this study resource. and you are good to go. So I'm just clicking on this study resource over here. And from here, you might see an option like Packet Tracer and Alternative Labs. So just click on this thing and it will take to a new page. And here you might see some description about Packet Tracer. So it's basically trying to explain what Packet Tracer is and how you can effectively create networks or test your skill on this platform. So what you need to do, you have to follow this link, like download Packet Tracer. And actually they have their own course, so you can actually follow this course in order to learn about more about the Packet Tracer. So I'm just clicking on this link here. You can see that it says start learning. Just follow this link. So it will take you to the course here. And if you resume this thing, so if you start learning here, you might say like this is the link. So just follow this page and here you will get the prompt to download the Packet Tracer. And you can follow this line here, this link here, and it will directly take you to the uh, setup option. Now, as per your requirement, you can go for your distribution. So if you're using a Mac OS, you can follow the first link. If you're using a Linux, you can follow the second link. If you are using Windows, then this is the third link. So actually I'm on Mac, so I'm going to click on Mac, and that like that it will be downloaded to your system. So since I have already downloaded, I'm not going to download it again. And after it has been downloaded, this is what you get. Okay, so it will ask you to log in. So just use the same ID that you used to log into here. Okay, and that's it. That's how you can actually go ahead and download your Packet Tracer. Now, if you guys don't want to go with Packet Tracer, there is an alternate software that is known as GNS3. But for CCNA level, I would recommend that you actually go for the Packet Tracer as it's way more friendly compared to GNS3. But even though we can actually follow the steps if you are willing to go for GNS3. So if you are trying to download and install GNS3, the first thing you have to do is you have to register yourself onto their website. Once you have successfully registered yourself, you can see the different options for your distribution. So if you're Windows, click on this button. If you are using Mac, click on this button. If you're using Linux, follow this button. And with that, it also has some install guide. So if you're not sure how to set up this GNS3, you can follow this install guide. So it will lead you step by step, and it will also provide you some important information, like what are the minimum required hardware for installing this particular piece of software. So fine, like I said, I'm already on Mac, so I'm just gonna go and click on download, and here you will get the download option. So I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. And that's it. Once that is done, you can later on install this. But installing and configuring GNS on initial level, it's a bit hard. Okay, so it's a bit complex. So I would recommend you that you stick towards the CCNA, sorry, the Packet Tracer, as it provides the all required information that you actually need in order to practice your CCNA skill. So that's all for today. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Do let me know which software you like prefers the most, and in case if you have any doubts or if you would like to ask anything, I would suggest you put it in the comment box. And if you guys are really want to see how we can set up GNS and all, please don't forget to comment it. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.